here with Baba Is You, where last time we met with Baba for the first time, we started learning the rules of this world. They are cruel, but fair. And we made some friends and new discoveries in the lake, and it is time now for us to shove off, therefore, from this place. So sorry, my mouse is on screen. For having done bloomed one big flower, we have unlocked number 2, the solitary island. We are going to need 3 big flowers before we can get through here to here, whatever this place is. But it looks like there's something like 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I must count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 worlds or something in this. Each of which is comprised of about 15 levels or something, maybe with a few bonus levels in there. So, we've got work to do, in other words. Let's head to the solitary island, friends, and see if we can't make some new discoveries, new friends, etc. Poem is our stage 0, which presumably will have some kind of tutorial for us. Rose is red, violet is blue, flag is win, Baba is you. Adorable. Right. So, obviously what's going on here is we can change the order of things. If I just shove this down, then nothing will be us, so we will be over, but I can change that so that everything's a little different here. Violets are now win, flags are us, wall is still stopped though. So I can no longer push things. Okay, that's not helpful. However, if I move some is's down a bunch, then I can shove some rules down a bunch. Oops, sorry, not like that. I can shove some, hang on. Can I? Can I, though? So I see that there's something I could do here where I could, get some stuff out of the way. Why yet, I don't totally understand. If I push the U up, then U becomes flag, and I'm still trapped inside there, so that's not exactly helpful. Ah, I see. I was just about to say, I've broken some is's out, so I don't know how that helps us, but actually I do know how that helps us, because I can say that roses are flags, and flags are win, so we can get on into the victory state that way. Stage 1 proper, though, is float. I don't know what changing the colors does, if anything. Maybe later on you can say that red is some other rule, so everything that's red follows a certain rule set or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so this one was called float, and we have a new rule. Baba is float. That means you go over stop stuff, right? No. You go over push stuff? No. What do you go over as float? I don't yet know. Oh, you go over win. Okay, so you can't win if you are float, which is an easy fix. All we need to do is say that Baba is something else. Or something else is you, I guess. Since Baba's float is immutable, we must simply cease to be Baba. I'm no longer Baba, I choose to be Wall! Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oops, sorry, hang on. What I meant was Wall is you. I am no longer me, I choose to be Wall! Anyway, you see what I mean. Warm river. Ooh, it's gonna be melting stuff going on. Baba is us and float. Water is hot and I melt, but I can float over if I am... So basically float just means you're on a different plane of existence. Stop still applies to you regardless though. So if I take away the float, then I'm on the ground and I will melt if I touch the water, so that's no good. But if I'm floating, I can get across the water, but the skulls are also floating, so I get defeated if I hit them. So how do I remedy this? I'm not yet sure. It's probably something unusual and creative, like I have to make it so that... Oh, hold on. Will float sink in the water to... No, okay, it won't. Trick is I can't push them all to the right, because if I move any of them to the right, this statement becomes false, and I go to the spooky, ominous, ambient void, where my soul is lost to time forever until I turn back time. And so there's a restart here. Okay, that's how it was. I don't think this is supposed to be that complex. All I have to do is make it so that I should just be able to find some way to either make it so that I no longer float on this side, but I can't shove anything else, or make it so that I don't melt or something. I can't make it so that the skulls no longer float. Is there something? Can I make it something else into win? Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm supposed to be stumped on this, but for some reason this is throwing me for a loop. I feel like this and is pertinent. I can make me and I'm me and something else, except I can't move Baba is you, except up and down. I can move them up and down. To what end, I do not yet know. Oh, hang on. Do I have to just, can I use them both as wait. Why do I want this? Why do I think I want that? I don't know yet. Hang on. So since Skull and I are both floating, we're on the same plane, so I can bump into them. So I want either them to not be floating or me to not be floating at this point. Or somehow make them, but I can't make them not defeat. That seems to be a thing. Or I have to change what is me, but I don't see any other objects that have an open is slot, so to speak. They're all in corners where I can't manipulate things. I feel like I'm supposed to do something unusual, like Baba is you and skulls, that I become all the skulls or something, but I'm not, hang on. This is weird. I'm not picking up on it as quickly as I thought I think I ought to be. I feel like this is supposed to be like another tutorial one where like this is just to teach you how something works very basically, and I'm not doing it well. Can I say water is melt somehow? Oh, I can make the water float somehow, maybe. Yeah, like water. Okay, hang on. I've got it. Yes, that's it. What they want me to do is water is hot and float. So the water floats in the sky above me and I can walk under them both. Okay, yeah. Haha, so that took me much longer than it ought to have. Of course. I was just not thinking about how to use the and properly. Ooh, an extra stage already. Well, they tend to be kind of hard, so let's maybe get it out of the way earlier on here, shall we? So it's a similar setup to what we had a moment ago. Like I told you last episode, things are about to get slower. So I can say Baba is melt and float. The water is water, so that's immutable. Water can't be transformed. And it's hot. I'm melt. Currently I float over the water. I could say Baba, just explore my options here. I could say Baba is melt and float, which doesn't actually fundamentally change anything. It's just the positioning that's different. I don't know how that helps yet. I am going to assume I have to do something unusual that involves pushing the and the float across to shove them through the skulls later, but currently I melt, so that's no good. What I don't know is... It doesn't actually really matter anyway, because I can't get it over there, but can I say water is water and then have the and take a 90-degree angle? I assume not. Let's just see what happens if I... No, okay, it doesn't work that. You can see that it doesn't work like that because the and doesn't light up. So it's not like I can say water is water and then 90 degrees and float. Not that... Oh, although, granted, saying water is float would help a lot right now, because then, like, if I got float off of me and onto water, I could just walk under it and the skulls.
It's the mist unit. The skulls.
I somehow feel like I'm supposed to make, like, water into skulls or something, so that they both float above me. It's gonna be something unusual like that. It's always gotta be something unusual. Or could I make myself into water? As it stands, I have no way to move this stuff because I need to move it all at once. So I mean, I can't move it left and right ways. So, and that's also my only available is. I do have an available and. Oh, I don't know why I want this, but since it just occurred to me that Baba, we're in a position here where I could say, I could put the U here, and so Baba is melt and me. And then I could say that Baba is float, and I could push it across. Oh, that's exactly what I'm supposed to do. So I can push the rule. I knew I had to push the rules through at some point. Okay, right. It just occurred. Sorry, that occurred to me because I was just thinking I can. This is a weird thing to give me to move if I'm not supposed to move it. But the only way I can move it is up and down because otherwise it breaks. And then it clicked with me. Like it occurred to me that this U is primed just suchly so that an and it could go there. But what would be the point of that? Well, of course. And then it all flowed from there, just to let you into my thought process there, but it all flowed. Now I can do this like this, which means I can shove it along with me, then stop floating, go into the skulls. Nice! Not bad at all. Is there gonna be an extra stage 2 over here? Not just yet, it isn't. Bridge building! Let's proceed, shall we? That one I'm pretty sure I've never done before, so we're getting around the area. I think we did a bit of this world here, World 2, when I played it with my family, so we're soon to get into the area where it's stuff I've never seen. Interesting, so we've got a new object word, which is text, so I guess that just refers to the rules for all text, which is fascinating. Text already innately has the push quality, basically, I think. I don't know, have we ever said that if something is push and win? How does that work? Dunno. So anything that is sink, if you do something that is push towards it, you can blow them up like that. So I can do something here where I say rock is us, so I can move 3 of us all, so that way I can get the rocks out of the corner, essentially. How to do this. I don't know the best way to do this, but if I do something like this, then at least I can get all the rocks are now out of the way of a wall, so I can push them all freely in theory. So I think I just need to line them up like this now and make, as they say, a bridge. Right. Good. That makes enough sense to me. Bridge building at level 4. So a similar setup. We've got rock as push. I guess when you, but rock is float, I see. And you can't push, I just go under stuff that floats? Oh no, I don't. I can still push them, but they will not sink, I presume. They will go over the water, right? But that is fine, because I can just say that they are me, and then that's fine. Oh, no, right, you float over the wind point as well. Interesting. Well, no matter, because what I can still do is push wind across... Oh, wind sinks. Right, because wind text innately has push. Of course. Okay, interesting. Sorry. Rock as float is immutable, though, so I cannot change that. Ah, okay, hang on, I see. Because we just said that anything that's push can sink in water, right? And text intrinsically has push. And I found that, at first I thought that was a problem. Let me just make so that Baba isn't us for a minute, so that it's just easier to control just two things. I thought that was a problem, because we were going to lose the text, but I don't actually need the words flag or is. I just need win over here, really, desperately. Oh, I can't, it's a bit bad the way I have it, actually. So hang on, let me fix this a bit. Hang on, if I sink in water, does it explode it? It does, so if I could somehow make rock as Baba... No, I can't, because the Baba's in the wall there. Sorry, I was close there. But what I'm getting at is I'm going to use the words flag and is as the bridge, so to speak. I just need to... I guess the way to do this is just to get them both into one spot. Right, okay, I don't know why I was making it complicated. Sorry. Let's do rock as you, and I'll just make Baba isn't used, that just to simplify things. Get us both in the same spot, so I can just do one of these at a time, like this, and like this. I don't know why I was thinking I had to move two at a time. That's silly. To get win over here... Oh, you know what? I probably had to push the is from the bottom to make it usable. Okay, hang on. So, let's just say rock is you, but let's put that up a bit. So we can still get the Baba is win to be a thing. Okay, right. Back to where we were. Bridge. Push that win across. Baba is win, and that will instantly also put us onto Baba. Oh no, Baba's like right in there. That's awkward. Hang on. Let's just, there's gotta be a way to, wait. No, wait, Baba can't be there. Let's do this, and then, just get you well out of the way. Baba is... Oh, that's so awkward. Hang on. How do I make Baba not be... Hang on. Just Baba... Oh, I see. Hang on. If I keep rock as us, then I can make Baba push so I can just get Baba out of there. Wait, maybe? Hang on. Go! Okay, yes. Alright, that took longer than it should have, but we got Baba free. Where were we? Right. Bridge. Win. If I explode win, does it say you lose instantly? Because there's no way to make win anymore? It doesn't, but that is true. And at long last, Baba is win. And we're over there on Baba. Oh, I can't be floating. Right. Sorry. Oh. Sorry, so I need to make it so that win. Hang on. Okay, so I've got to make rock win in the end. And turn Baba into us. So that can be done. Let's just that can be done. That can be done. Like this. Rock is win. If it's floating above me, can I still win from it? Oh, I can't. Oops. I didn't realize that. So that would mean I need Baba's you, rock is win. No. They're actually, sorry, Baba and rock can never meet for winning purposes, because they're both, one of them's float. Hang on. So maybe I need to do something else. I was maybe overzealous. Maybe it's push what needs to be part of the bridge. Yes, okay, I think that makes sense. So we gotta go rock is us. Let's just make it so that... Oops. No, that's not right. Don't do that at all. Hang on. Flag. We need flag alive. If because that's something that's on the same plane as Baba, so we're gonna make the bridge with this is, so we can get flag and win over here. So we need Baba is us and flag is win is all we have to do now. So Baba is you. Let's no, sorry, bad. Go up out this way. Let's get all into the same spot here, and then rock is flag is win. That's the one. What a marvel it is to hear the sounds of my brain at work going. Anyway, bridges. Extra stage 2. Let's do it. All right. Yet again with the setup, but more complex now. Text is floating. Rock is floating. Flag is win. So rock. Wait. So what's wrong with just making rock is us and we go into the flag if they're also floating? Oh no, flag isn't floating. The text is floating. Oh. That is still good, because it means that... Okay, hang on, Baba, I need you to not be me. Let's get that is out of there. We can push flag as win across, just so we have the text across here. Why do I want that yet? I'm not 100% sure. The point is that text can't be used to make a thing anymore. But you know what I probably could do is make it's that rock is Baba. No, I can't do that. Okay, can I say rock is us and rock is win? Is it as simple as that? I think it might be as simple as that, because I think we've said before, if you say is you and is win at the same time, you just win, right? Okay, yeah, you do. Good. That one was much easier for an extra stage. Victory spring! That's what I do when I win. Boing! I do a little hop. Okie dokie. I'm not floating, but text is. Cog is push. Wind is in there, so we can do the water like this. Why did I want that? I don't yet understand. Well, if I say text is no longer floating... Oh, that destroys wind. Okay, we can't have that. I could shove it with this. Like that. And then... shove it back so that we get the is, so I can get Baba is win. Probably, is the thing that we can do. Victory Spring! Indeed! There was so much winning going on right in the center there. I love how that was enough for us to clear the area. We've only done like 5 of the actual stages. Wonderful! Another big old flower bloomed, and it gives us access to 2 other worlds, and once we complete one of them, we'll be able to go backwards to that blue gate earlier. But first, let's try and clear out a bit more of this, shall we? So if there was an achievement for clearing out all of the lake, and I saw like 12 worlds in there, there's gonna be like 1 achievement for clearing every world to its fullest, presumably, and then like 6 other achievements for some other crazy stuff, probably. Anyway, Tiny Pond! Level 8 of the Lonely Island, or whatever it's called. Just Island. Wait, was it sure it was called Lonely Island earlier, right? Am I going... absolutely bonkers. And Hazelnut. Solitary Island. Okay, right. So Island is just like the shortened version. Sorry, anyway, my poor brain was like, my memory can't be that bad. It can, but in this case, I was pretty sure it wasn't. Sorry, where are we? Tiny Pond. Yes, my apologies. Carrying on. Baba is us and open. Oh, this looks familiar, which is a bad sign. So, text can be used to... No. The text is not pushable? Why is that? Oh, because water is stop, not sink. Sorry. I don't know why I feel the need to reset. So the obvious unusualness about this is that this text is like against a wall. Oh, why does that hurt me? Oh, I'm sorry, it's shut and I'm open. I gotcha. So if I make it so that I'm not open, I can rub my face all across it as much as I want, which isn't really necessary. So let's make us not open here. Flag and key are not pushable as it stands. So I think if I'm doing anything here, it's that I've got to make one of the flag or the key into a Baba, or vice versa. I've got to have 2 of the same thing and have them be open. And then I can just come from the top here, open this bit of water, and then get in and push the wind out. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to push the wind out from there. Sorry, so what I'd have to do is, from the bottom, remove one of these 2. This one, basically, and then... Nope. Sorry, remove this one, and then push right, and then push down from there. Okay, yeah, okay, I see what's going on. I just need to find a way to make Baba or key or flag into... I need 2 of the same thing anyway, that is also open. To be me, to you, so the you and open part doesn't change. Shouldn't, I guess. I think I need to use the is for like 2 purposes somehow. Oh, wait, hang on, sorry, if I say Baba is you and key, that turns the Baba into a key, and so key is no longer Baba, so I lose, right? Yes, okay. So it would have to go in the reverse order. Hang on. I'm on the right track, though, I think. Hang on. All I have to do is put this... well, I say all I have to do. If I do something like this, then I could say flag is key. We have 2 of the same there. No, that helps. That does actually help because I can get key out, and I can usurp Baba from into keys. Now we have 2 keys, so I can just put them in the same spot. Get rid of. We said we wanted this one. Yes, so I can get rid of one of those. Push you like there. Get win, and then let's change the open quality to key is you and win. Boosh. Right. That one I'm certain I did with my family. It was one of the last ones, and it took us a while. I seem to recall. So that part of that was memory coming back. It wasn't all critical thinking on the fly, I'm sorry to say. Tiny Isle, though. I'm pretty sure we weren't doing any of the extra stages for this area. Ooh, okay. This similar idea, but more complex, perhaps. So I'm seeing that the difference here is that this isn't open here, which basically means we need to do the same thing, but with 3 of us. So let me start with this whole flag is key thing, boosh, and then do the thing where I usurp it, Baba, and make Baba into keys. Then there are 3 keys. It should more or less work the same way in that case, actually. Shouldn't be all that different. Key is you... oh no, I need Baba. Oh, sorry, I need to do that now. Okay, right. Okay, hang on. So how... no, sorry, what I should do is push them 1 further, and then do that. But then, let's get all together here. We can get Baba free, so that I can make Baba is flag and then flag is key. Oh, how will I do that? Ah, no, that's okay. That's alright. That's easy. Easy. Is it easy? Hang on. I've got to get all three of them to be the same. So currently I either need to do key is Baba or Baba is key. But whatever I make it into, there has to be one of already. Sorry, it has to be the us quality already. Oh, or hang on, can I just get rid of one of them now and then go back through this process another way? Is that I never have to make three at the same time exactly? I can change Baba into flag right now, but that doesn't help. Because those are both the same thing rule-wise at the moment. If I say key is you and Baba, then key is supposed to be us, so then there are two Babas, and that doesn't work. And the water is stopped, so I can't push the text through it. Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, there's probably a different way to do this, whereby we just get rid of one patch of water so that we can slide the is win into there. Or and win or something? No, that would require moving the is around the u, which isn't possible. Hang on. Oh, I just realized we have cogs here. Oh, they're just background at the moment because there's no cog keyword. I think I wasn't far off the idea saying we need to make all three the same somehow. I just don't know how yet. Because as soon as I do this, then Baba turns into key and there's no one to be us. And there's no way for me to get it so that the u is the and quality. Not that that would help anyway, that just changes the order of things. Sorry, let me go back to my idea of getting flag and key to be the same thing again. It does feel like a not bad first step. It's almost like I need to do something where, as the key, which is open, I need to step into the water and change it so that Baba becomes us again in the same step motion. Well, now one thing I could do, I have no idea how useful this is. Probably not at all. Oops, sorry. Is I could get it so that open is over here, so that I don't yet understand if this has any function logically, but I could turn something else into open. I don't think it helps because even if I make it so that flag is open or key is open, I can't shove these. That is ineffectual at the moment. Thinking about it this way, I could also push the and over here. So like flag is open and key or whatever. I don't know how that helps just yet. I feel like there's got to be something you're supposed to do with using the is on two axes. Oh, so I suppose what that means is I could do it so that... Oh, well, it can't be flag as us. Right, because the thing is, whatever I'm making into me, I can't then use to say something else is that. Because we only have one is. Like, supposing I wanted to turn Baba into key, let's say Baba is key and key is you. Wait, is that not possible? That should be possible, shouldn't it? No, because the key has to be before the is for one of those statements and after it for another. So that's not possible, I don't think, with only one is. Which means I'm thinking about this wrong. Let me just start it again. So basically, what I'm thinking is that there's one of two ways we're going to end up doing this. One is either we're going to make all three of them into the same thing eventually, or somehow, in some combination, make it so that one of them opens this, and the other one opens this, and then we just do the same thing we did before. Or it's going to be that one of them opens this, and then we put an is win in there somehow. But no, I don't think it can be... Oh, sorry, I guess what it would be is... Well, it can't be. It can't be. I think it can't be that second solution because what that would require was either an is. Oh well, no. You could. I suppose you could. No. Because even if you had that open, you'd have to push it. You'd have to push the is from here, which would take it away from being the u. Because the u, we can't make the u. The U has to be a vertical thing. There's no way, I don't think, to move the is in a way that makes it so that we can do a horizontal statement, because as soon as you move it in any way like this, you stop being it. So in some way, the is U has to stay vertical like this. And what that means is, so if it stopped, you can't push the text through it. So even if we would have to destroy 1 and 2 to get the win that far anyway, which if that was the case, if we're able to destroy 2, then we would just be doing this strategy anyway, right? So I think it's pretty clearly that the strategy we're going to employ is get 2 of them to be open, break 1, break 2, and then do the same thing we did earlier. The question is just how that comes about. I don't feel that this is the wrong first move. That feels right as a start. It feels like there's some way where you're supposed to like move something into the water and change the logic in one motion. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Something like this, where you like move it and push something at the same time. I don't know why that feels like right, though. But if I can't shove the text through the water because the waters stop, how do I make it so that things are the way I desire? This is going to take some thinking. I must be thinking about something the wrong way. I'm not supposed to get them all to be the same item somehow. Okay, so some key things here. Even if I make it so that Baba is us and then something else is open, the thing that is open has to also be us for it to be useful, because there's no shove. A push, I mean. And if you can't push it into the shut thing, then the only other way, the way we have it, is for us to walk into the shut thing. So I was right that if we're using something to open the water, it has to also be us. Wait. Oh, well, you know, one thing just occurred to me is that we can break some of these, which might help. I could make something into water. Maybe. No, I can't, because I can't move Arias. Okay, I don't think that helps. I have an idea. So if I make us stop being... Hang on, okay, this could actually be brilliant. If I make us stop being open, then I can make them... I can space them out from each other a fair bit, whilst swapping us to Baba. Oh, actually, how does that help? That's just saving time doing what I did earlier, isn't it? Wait, I thought I was onto something, but I think maybe I'm not. Okay, no, that's right. I don't think that's anything. I was thinking of, like, shoving Baba to become us at the same time that I shove one of the keys in the water, but that doesn't achieve anything. That's just, it's effectively the same as doing this and then shoving it. So I don't see how that helps. That only helps if it's the last key that I put in the water at the same time I move this, which is impossible, because the one key can't go two directions, so to speak. What I was thinking earlier was, is there something I could do where I could push win here and then, like... But no, not really. That doesn't achieve anything, does it? Wait! Hang on. Back it all the way up a second here. From before when we had two keys. Let me make them not open again so I can line them up the way I want them. On the water here. Hang on. What if I have them one on top of the other? Like a dis. Then we make them open again. What that allows me to do... just a second. Give my brain time to work this out. Give my ancient brain time to figure things out. What that allows me to do, in theory, I don't know how this helps yet, and maybe it doesn't at all, is I can push two pieces of text at the same time to do something like this. Well, actually, that is useful because it means I could slowly push it along. Oh, okay, that could be really useful. I'm not 100% sure how yet. I think what it means is eventually I could... Okay, that's gotta be the key. Key, huh? Is that I can push these two things at once to move the whole stack to the side. Maybe. So, like, for sake of argument here, supposing we had that one higher. I'm exploring our options here. Just consider this. If I were to shove you and then shove you and just keep doing this little shove along thing, then key is us again. Oh. Wait, no, okay, that still is brilliant though, because I can do some kind of shenanigans like this with one move, where we move the open and U qualities around. Maybe? What I was trying to get at was... Then I could break this open, and then we could shove one down through it so that we get the... Like, we'd have to have something be, like, here, and it would be, like, Baba is you and with this open, and then we shove it down here, and Baba is you and win. I think that is possible somehow here. I just haven't clocked how yet. Hang on, give me a minute to work through this. I think I'm zeroing in on it. I'm not quite there, but, like, I have a sense... I think I'm getting that we have to have the you... Something is you and here, and then, like, break this open, and then shove the is you and down, so that it becomes is you and win. I just don't know where to put key and open relative to that. Key, oh no, but they both have to be it, right, okay, so it has to be both me and open, so there's not enough room to do that here, is there? Okay, that's just, what are my preconceptions? What are things that I can change that I'm not thinking about, or like angles? I thought I was really close there actually, but I think I am not as close as I thought. What I was trying to do was get this open. Can this be gotten open? Can it be? Oh my god, everything goes all finicky and flickery when you do this. Oh man, this is how slow I am on World 2. I'm afraid the later episodes are going to be pretty long. I think I can't shake the feeling that I'm missing something glaring with the shape of this pond, where there is one you can break that will just kind of make all your problems disappear. I feel like I was close with the pushing of the double the is you around to get it lined up here. I just don't know how that culminates. It must have, that felt so right. It's got to be that somehow, maybe. This feels right. This feels like I'm solving the 80% of the puzzle right here somehow. Like that was the thing that was supposed to be hard to do, was to achieve this. But if I can't also make it open from here, because as soon as the thing is, I could get it so that it says Baba is you and or whatever. Wait, no, I could get the and open here. I could. But then I have no room to maneuver around here, which defeats the purpose. And perhaps more to the point, I can't actually push. Even if we got it open, I couldn't push it down so the end is right in front of Win. I appreciate how much of the undo it remembers for you. Ugh, this is driving me nuts, because I'm like, I feel like this, like I said, I feel like this is the brunt of the puzzle. I could be way on the wrong track here, but I feel like this here, queuing it up so that I can smash this and get the end here, and then shove it down somehow. So whatever it is, us is also Win. That's the thing. How? I think I must be on the wrong solution here. Oh, well, it does feel pointed that this is only behind one layer of water, though. Like, you could break one of these open with your key, just to what end? What does it benefit you to turn something into water? I can understand if you could say water is you, because then we could shove the wind around. Well, actually, that wouldn't help. Well, you could, if you did water is you when you'd already made a hole, but that would require making 2 holes anyway. So never mind, okay, just forget that. I gotta say, I'm having a great time here, though. It's been a while since I had, like, a puzzle in a game that stopped me for, like, this length of time, and I always like it when that happens. Force my brain into overdrive. That's why I figured I'd enjoy this game. Like I said, the progress is going to get slower each episode. There are going to be some episodes probably where it's like we only do one stage and it takes me like 3 hours. Given how cerebral some of these get. This is certainly the longest we've been stopped on one so far this playthrough, and it's only on episode 2. I just need a bit more focus. I am starting to worry that I'm going completely down the wrong path and wasting my energy here, though, because I'm not seeing a way the thing that could be you could also be open while still letting you shove the you and open phrase down. There doesn't seem to be enough room for that. Well, I suppose I was talking about what are my preconceptions here, because usually that's the thing when you're in a situation like this where it's like there doesn't seem to be a way forward. What you gotta do is work backwards and think, what are the things I'm assuming from the top down that are holding me back here? So one of the things I assumed was that I had to make the flag into the key. I don't know how having 3 separate entities benefits us, but there might be a way in which it does. I can't picture it, because it seems like the you and open always have to go together. Because once again, where's Baba? Although it is possible to do something like key is open, this does nothing if the key doesn't have any function of moving, right? And the only way to make something move as we have it now is the you function. So open and you have to go together, basically. Which I guess that means I am totally on the wrong track here, because there is no way to make you and open if it's vertical like this. So I've got to be wrong here. It just felt like I made such a huge solve. Moving 2 things at a time may still have some application, though, but this can't be right. And it would be a different story if you could somehow leave an item on top of the water and then change it to open later, but the only way to move it is via it being you, and the only way, and if you're not open, then it's just a wall to you, so there's no way to leave you on top of it for later. What I was trying to figure out was, is there any benefit at all whatsoever at any juncture to making us stop or shut? If you are shut and open, you just explode. So if I could get water is open and shut there somehow, but there is no way to move. I can't add anything to water, what water is and. I can make something is water, something is stop, or something is shut. I don't think any of those help. So I don't think that's it. The level's called Tiny Isle. Named, of course, because we have a small thing in the middle of a bunch of water. Okay, so what we want is to win. So either the wind needs to come out of there like we had before, which means making 2 holes in it, essentially, or an is needs to get in there. An is or an and. Probably an and, because it would have to be you and win in that case. So I'm thinking the wind has to come out, because the only way that the and is or and could get in there is the way I just tried, and we decided there was not enough room to do that up there. So I think the wind does have to come out. What are all the ways the wind could get out of there? The only 2 I can think of are if you made 1 hole and then moved the water around it, but we can't because the water can't be you. So we have to make 2 holes. So I was right. We have to go back to that was the original plan, which was to make 2 holes in the water somehow. So I have something wrong, because the only way that you can fill the water in is with whatever is you. And as far as I've explored, there's no way to make it so that the final thing of you, the final moving of a you into the water also pushes it so that something else becomes you. And I also found that there was no way to make all 3 of them the same thing. So one of those 2 preconceptions has to be wrong. It's gotta be, I think I had the right thing from the very start. I had to make all 3 of them the same. It's like an expansion of the previous thing. The problem is to change something when changing 2 things that you're not playing as is easy, because you can push these 2 keywords around all you want and nothing bad will happen. Changing what you are is hard, because as soon as you do this, great, we have 3 keys, but I'm no longer they. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, brainwave. I don't have to make 3 objects the same, but I can make 2 objects me, can't I? Maybe. I think, oh, hang on. This sounds right all of a sudden. I still take control of 3 objects, but I don't make them all the same. How do I orchestrate it? I need to be a something and something is you. Okay, this isn't anything yet. I have Key and Baba is you, so we're moving all together, but we need them to be open also. So that can happen simultaneously, can it? And naturally, if I change it to be Key and Baba is open, nothing is you, we lose. Perhaps there's some way still to use this flag keyword that I don't know. Key and Baba open you. That's very menacing. I feel like I'm swirling around. If I keep trying things, I'm putting together some parts. We know we can move two keywords at once. I can control 3 things at once if I say this and that is you, but I don't think it's possible to say this and that is you and open, because that's 2 ends and not in the right way. Okay, is you and open has to be the key. That has to stay that way. The only way we can get rid of the water is if something is you and open. So forget changing that structure. Is you and open has to say, and it basically has to stay vertical, because we can move 2 at once. So that's going to stay vertical, and is you and open are going to be locked in. Oh, we're really in it now, Baba. Come on, Baba. As I stare into your googly, adorable little eyes, I know there's some deep thought behind there, and you and me, we're gonna find it together. Just as soon as we get a little smarter somehow. But if this is only World 2, and this is how long it's taking me, that it does bode poorly. Because it almost has to get harder. I guess I don't necessarily know that it gets harder. This kind of, like, thinky logic puzzle, making a scaling difficulty is quite difficult. Because you don't know how everyone thinks. Everyone thinks differently, so... Well, this one might be really hard for me. Maybe the next roll will be super easy for me. Who knows? He said, thinking it sounds less likely the further he got into the sentence. It must start, at least, with turning one of these side things into the other. Oh man, anyone who knows the solution is, like, aching over here. If you move is or you any way other than in the line they're already in, break is you. So it's not like you could do something weird like if you had 2 of you move this one right and then the other one up, because you can't make them move in different directions at the same time to, like, change the axis on which you works. So is you goes down. It does. It just does. In which case, the and is going either before Baba or after you for some purpose. Is there some way to use the and on 2 axes at once? No, because it only helps in conjunction with an is. So it must stay on this axis also. I could break open this one and then have it so that, like, flag and water is stop and shut or whatever. But I don't understand how having another obstacle helps, because it's not like I could put... It's not like 2 shuts make a open door. So it's not like I could say that the flag is stop and shot and then move the flag into here or something weird like that. Key and water is stop and shot. It shouldn't do anything because all that means is that the key is now just like another thing of the water. Which doesn't, it's not like I could open it anyway, not that that would achieve anything, because I don't have the end for the end open anymore. So I don't think, this probably isn't anything. It's probably just a remnant from the previous level, that there was only one thing of water around it, and they're not expecting you to use this somehow. I will say I was a lot more confident in my abilities with this game before this episode. It's only episode 2. What have I gotten myself into? I'm loving every second though, because I know there is a solution in this logic, and I have all the rules, so it is clearly... unequivocally, unabashedly, incontrovertibly, currently a skill issue. Or I suppose a tactics issue, or something similar. But now I can't let it go. I've got to finish this one before this episode's out. Moving forward, what I should probably do is start episodes with an extra level, because they tend to be like this. I may not be very smart, but I am perseverant. And that's how I'll get this. Even if I have to brute force every single possible controller combination of moves. No, I'm not going to do that. I will figure it out. I probably promise. I'm just looping in circles now. I'm just doing the same things, So it's great if we can do these, but then how do I get Baba to be us again? So I can do one at a time, but then Flag and Baba are the same thing now. They're just one sole entity that I can break to no avail. You can't do is with... It needs to be the keyword right? Like I can't do like key is with the flag picture? No. Somehow I feel like shoving the text is important. Like shoving it through a hole you make in the water or something. Woof. I spent like an hour on this one puzzle now. Okay, think. I'm just going in circles now. This is not helpful. I need a new idea. New idea, Admiral. You can't say open is you, right? It doesn't work like that? Like that doesn't achieve anything? I don't think so. I'm not sure what it would achieve in this context anyway, but if like I said open and Baba is you, does that mean that anything that is you has the open quality or something? I can change the shape of this whole thing by saying key is flag and open or open and flag. I'm just trying different things now to see what all our options are. I don't know how this would help us. In any stretch. Wait. Hang on. If there's some way we could get this one open and put the Baba is you, but then have in here open and win or something. Okay, hang on. Let me just try some stuff here. I don't have a full picture of it yet, but if I can get close, then maybe it'll make more sense. I'm all of a sudden feeling strongly that I'm supposed to have this thing open and have this be like this. Sorry, the other way around. And then... Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Because then it's Baba is open and win. Oh, thank God. Oh, man, okay. Oh, so it was that I was supposed to get open and win in there. Okay, oh man. Okay, that took me way longer than it should have now thinking about it. Valuable learning. So the thing that I wasn't getting was that how to explain this? Okay, now thinking about it now, that took way longer than it should have. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But the reason it wasn't, and this is a learning moment, is because I was misconstruing what all the functions of the keyword open. Because what I had in my travels considered the possibility of somehow getting is win to be like flag is win, say, or Baba is win here. But what I was getting at the end was, well, I can't push is in because then that ruins me here, and I can't drag the win out. So something that I now understand I can do, which I should have understood earlier, is that the and open and we no longer care about the function of opening, but the pure fact of open and lets you put two spaces there to extend the influence of is. So that's just a straight up case of me not considering all of the functions that each item can have. Wow. God, that's brilliant. I love this game. But that's taught me a huge lesson, and isn't just for appending multiple features. It's also for extending the literal physical length of influence of an is to reach into a narrow space. Ah, okay, interesting, fascinating, so cool. Ah, thank goodness we did that. That was gonna drive me nuts if I didn't manage that today. But that is all for now. The next video on the channel, I'm not gonna say what it is just yet, just because I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to get it to work, but it's an interesting and newfangled reimagining, sort of, so to speak, of a game we've already played on this channel. Not quite in changing the game entirely, but in adding new objectives, so to speak. So you can look out for that, after which will be more Baba Is You. Hopefully I won't get stuck quite as long in the next episode. And I'm a little embarrassed that one took me as long as it did. I should have probably clocked that earlier, but it did teach me a lesson, so that I'm happy about. I'm now thinking about things in more ways than I could have before, or than I did before. I could have thought of it that way all along if I were a little smarter. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hope you'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace!